Good evening, guys. Mark Welsh Piper with a Saturday evening waffle. Well, I've been watching Mike from Old Man Things. He's talking about Winston Churchill's birthday today. So I have a Churchill Romeo Julieta 1875 Reserva cigar. Now this is, as you know, it's not a Cuban one, it's a New World one, and there is a few versions of these on the New World. So this is the Ecuadorian wrapper. It's a bit stronger than the Dominican. Oh, let me check my notes. Is it Dominican wrapper? So Dominican and Indonesian fillers. It's the Indonesian wrapper on the other one. On the other one. Now this one is an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper with the Nicaraguan and Dominican fillers. So it's got a bit more punch than the other 1875, which is as you can see in the oval there. It says 1875. Now that would be on the bottom of the band on the other type of the Romeo Julieta 1875, and it'll also have a white where the oval is there in the middle. It says 1875. That'll be on the bottom of the band, and that gold oval will be white. There is some letter in it, but I can't remember what it is. That's on the Indonesian wrapper one. This is like I said, this is the Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, so it's a little bit stronger. Now, if you're smoking a Cuban, which I haven't got anymore, these would be a secondary band, which would be a gold band, which will have Churchill on it, be 4 different sizes. So you obviously you've got the Churchill, you got the wide Churchill, you got the petite, and what is it? Yeah, it's just standard. So it's got the standard Churchill, petite, and there's 4 of them anyway. I can't remember what the other one is. I don't know if they do a robusto in the Cuban version. Anyway, so you got short Churchill, short petite, and the so that's the Cuban ones. So these are the New World ones, because I can't afford Cuban cigars no more. So thanks, Mike, for doing that video. I forgot about that. You know, what are you doing with the he done the live the life of Winston Churchill for the day, and yeah, man, it just brought it home to me how much Winston Churchill smoked and drank. You know, he was never out with doing. I mean, I think in one of his ballets wrote a book about Winston Churchill, and he used to have between 3,000 and 4,000 cigars, all Cuban, by the way, in his humidor. Yeah, so he was never short of cigars, and yeah, that's what he smoked. He smoked the Romeo Julieta, and he also smoked the La Aroma du Cuba, whatever way you want to pronounce it. They don't make them no more, but I believe you can get them in the New World versions. I think Holt's Cigars was talking about it a few weeks back, and they were doing a video on something. I can't remember what it was, but they were talking about the La Aroma du Cuba. It's got I'm gonna say Cuba, you know. So La Aroma du Cuba. Yeah, so this is the stronger, a little slightly stronger, got a bit more spice in this one than you would get in the normal the other version of the New World Churchills. So yeah, so this is the Indonesian version, which is, as like I said, got the white middle. So that's the difference in them. So I thought I'd join Mike in a cigar today, and it was good though. I forgot all about that. Yeah, him and Smarty Bob. Actually pissed us farts that day. Obviously Mike talks about how we had to have a nap. Well, I think they both did. I mean, that Winston Churchill, he must have been one hell. The amount of booze and cigars he must have gone through in a day must have been. I'm gonna have to get a book and read up on him, you know, which I don't have. Well, no, but I'm intrigued now, you know, just to see what his life was like. I was watching Dave yesterday, doing his video with his starting his Christmas smokes. I think he's had 4 blends he put out. Santa Sack, Days of Yore, I believe was one. Corn Cob and Button Nose. I can't remember what the other one was, unfortunately. But I've not got the Days of Yore myself, but I have got the Santa Sack, which Dave kindly sent me. Then I got some more in just to make sure I had some. So thank you, Dave. And what was the other one? Oh, I can't remember what the other one was. Anyway, I've had it, instead of the Days of Yore, I've actually gone for the I've had the tangerine one, which I've talked about before in my videos. The tangerine orange one called Biker and Boza, which is from Germany. So if you can get hold of that, guys, and you like a good aromatic for Christmas, I can't suggest that. You know, that'd be my highest suggestion, or my best suggestion, I'd say. I know Dave started a little bit earlier. I mean, for me, it's 12 days of Christmas, isn't it? No, I know we've got, like, so he's got 4 blends, so you're only going to have a blend a week, I presume. It's a bit early yet for me for, you know, first starting Christmas blends, I think. Boswell's Christmas Cookie. That's the one I've got. I think that's the other one that Dave mentioned. Boswell's Christmas Cookie. I do like the size of these Churchills. Yeah, it's a good. The only trouble is I'm not going to have time to smoke all of this tonight. I'll have to go back to this tomorrow. Do not. I mean, the bands are beautiful on these. They're good. They're good band compared, you know. The red and gold, red, white and gold. Obviously the originals, let's say, the proper Cuban cigars are a lot better. Look a lot better. I was watching Paul Gilson as well earlier. He was doing I've done a little short video about loose tannins on your pipe. Now he suggested using beeswax on the stem of the on your stems, you know, where the mortise, on the mortise there. Was it the tannin? Yeah, the tannin, isn't it? It's the tennis of the stem, because the mortise is the hole, isn't it? So on the tannin, put some beeswax on it, and then. But his best bet is what must work for him best is nail polish, I believe. So we just paint on a bit of nail polish, clear, fast drying nail polish. Obviously, let me show it dries first, and then try that. That's what's worked for them. I will put the link into both Mike's and Paul's videos in the bucket below, and also put Dave's in as well as I'm talking about it. What else have I got here on my notes? That's about it, guys. Really not much happening. I'm in work again tomorrow night. I didn't realise I was working tomorrow night until I got the message earlier today, and I'd rather done today. You know, having one day then going back to work is a bit of a pain. So I'll be working 6 days this week. So I had a bit of a crap night last night. They sent me somewhere where I didn't want to go again, as I've talked about it before. Across the Pennines, which is like it's I wouldn't call them mountains. If I'm honest, I don't know. I don't really know, to tell you the truth. But as you know, I don't get on with heights. I went in, got my job last night, and I said, listen, I can't do that. You know, I don't do that one. But the guy who gives out the jobs said, made me wait, so I waited an hour and a half, give me a job, and they said, go to Sheffield. Now, the only thing I know about Sheffield is it's famous for its steel, obviously. A lot of cutlery is made in Sheffield. It's some of the best steel you can get. You did back in this day then, I should say, not anymore. And then again, it was a horrible road. The M62, then the M1 going in. Oh, if anyone been on, well, a lot of you American guys won't know, but we have in Birmingham, which is like the middle of the country for us in the UK. They have what they call Spaghetti Junction in Birmingham. It's loads of roads going over the town, and it's like they're on big pillars and at height, which I don't get on with. And that's what the M1 was like all the way into Sheffield. Yeah, horrible. I didn't like it at all. And I was driving. Obviously, it took me an extra 20 minutes to get to me drop off, and then extra 20 minutes back because I was driving slower than normal. And I'm just watching people come past me at stupid speeds. I thought, gee, how did he do it? But I'm honestly thinking, I think next year, New Year, I think it's time to change my job again, guys, because I don't think this driving job's for me. You know, it's an easy job. Yes, it's an easy job, but at night, you know, some of the roads you can hardly. I mean, some of the roads you can hardly see in the dark. You know, not all our roads are lit up, so a lot of the motorways are. You're just using the lights on your car, and even the lane markings are so poor you can hardly see which lane you're in. You know, that's how bad it was last night for me. And they put some willies up me. I don't mind admitting that. You know, I said before, for some reason it just, if it was lit up, it wouldn't be so bad. But it's like pitch black in it. You're just driving with the headlights. It's, you know what it's like, guys. It doesn't make fun driving, and if it's not fun, I'm not enjoying my job. So I think it's time for me to look for something else again, guys. Start looking at security work again, I think. See if I can find something in the new year. Mrs. watching the F1, the qualifying at the moment, which is on. And Paul Gilson was on about, someone put a comment on his channel about him making a playlist, and he didn't know how to make a playlist on his channel. So I'm going to run, I have told him how to do it, but I'll run it through for you. Now, Simon's just put up a video about St. James line of pipes. Now, I don't want to use Simon's content, but I'll just show you. I have paused the video, so I'm not using, it's just for reference, guys. As you can see here, go into the video here, yeah, see these here. I don't know if it's the same on iPhone, mine's, sorry, on, oh God's sake, come on. See, on here, you got these here, you can actually slide these, you can scroll across these, yeah, cool. You scroll across, and then you can go to, do you want to download, see you got clip. So if you want to save something, say I wanted to save that video, press the save, press the save, he says, it doesn't want to work for me. So it's not working because I've got a problem with the connection, guys. So what you do, you press the save, so you press the save there, and it'll give you an option where you want to save it. So you can create, it says save to playlist, and it gives you loads of options, and you can actually make a new playlist, and that's how you save or start a new playlist. I'm just trying to do this. Or if you get a video like this, got them 3 dots there, see the 3 dots in the corner there on the right hand side. If you press them, again, that's another way of saving that video. Again, you save it to a playlist or make a new playlist. So if you didn't know how to do that, that's how you do it, guys, if you didn't know. It's actually come up now. I press them 3 dots. So press them 3 dots again, just see if it'll work again, guys. See that? And it'll ask you where you want to save it. So you can actually play it in the next queue, save to watch later, save to playlist. So see, sort of save to playlist, see what it says. I'll see, because I've got a bad connection on this phone here. So it's my old phone, this. It would give you a list, you know, whether you want to create a playlist. It's just buffering at the moment because the signal's bad on this one. I've got no SIM card in it, so I think that's what it is. But it will give you a list, and you can make it and call it whatever you want. Let's just see if it will do this. It's because, like I said, I got no bad connection on this one because I got no SIM in this, so that's what the problem is. But I hope that gives you the idea of how to create a playlist, guys. Just gonna see if it's gonna come up or not. No. Well, I hope it gives you the idea anyway, so I hope it helps some of you people. Yeah, so I've not had a bad week in work. I've actually gone back to the car as well. We've had to replace the car, guys. So the work I was doing on my cars turned out to be a right pig. It just turned out to be a bit of an arse of a job. So as you know, we had to hire a car for a couple of weeks, and with hindsight, we said, why don't we just get a little runabout, a cheap runabout, say £1,000, just to get me to work and back more than anything. And yeah, hindsight, we would have done that in the first place, but we didn't, because I thought we'd have the job done. That's why we didn't go down that route. I thought we'd have the job done within a couple of days at the low, and it's still, the car at the moment is still there, still in bits. So we actually did buy, went to, where did we go? Wednesday we went to Burton-on-Trent. We found a car via a website, excuse me, and we actually bought, which surprised me. We was looking at 3 cars from the same dealer, and it was on a website called Car Guru, which is where a lot of dealers and private people, it's a bit like Auto Trader, where you advertise your vehicles and blah blah, sell it through. It's like a third party, isn't it? So we found this couple of cars we liked. There was the Peugeot 308. We didn't want a big car because we got a big car outside. So I said Peugeot 308. There was a Honda Accord, which is an old model, but it's only one owner with full service history. So I looked at that. I thought, oh, not bad, service history, which you don't get very often these days. Yes, I know service history can be fudged and and everything, but one owner, highly unlikely, in my opinion. Plus, it was low mileage as well. I mean, I think the car had only done, I think it was a 2005 model, and I think it only done about 82,000, 86,000, something like that. So it was a low mileage car as well, full service. I thought, well, this person's only used it, had it from new. It sounded like an older person, in my opinion. I couldn't be sure, but this is my thinking. Older person, he's only used it in the summer or something like that, So it's just I don't know if my cigar's actually gone out, guys. Nope. Always good to turn your cigar as you smoke it. I think it helps with the burn line. Because I got the doors open here, I'm not getting a perfect burn line, guys. But if you got it in your ashtray, because I've got breeze coming through, that's not going to help the burn either. So if it gets too mad of a burn line, I will touch it up a little bit. But I've got the wind coming through now, because I've got the other shed there, what the missus has got. So we got like it's causing a dragging the draft in this way, as you can imagine that. Yeah, so what else have I lost my train of thought there now, guys? Yeah, I was talking about the car, yeah, sorry. So we got the Honda Accord. I looked in that, but unfortunately somebody left the window open the previous night, and it had been raining, so the inside of the car was soaking. But I did have a look inside it, and I just didn't like the interior, to be honest. So the other car, Hyundai or Hyundai, whatever you want to pronounce it, i30. Surprised, very surprised. So we took it for a test drive. We had a look at the Peugeot, and we thought, trouble with Peugeots, they're expensive for parts. They're expensive to insure as well. So plus I wanted something different. I wanted something what not every bloody Tom, Dick and Harry's got in the street. Like, I'm a bit like that, even though I've got an X3. But I wanted something different. So we went for, I had a look at this Hyundai. It's a white one. It's a 2011, so it's on a 61 plate, because it'd be the later, because we get 2 plates a year in our country, March and September. So this would have been a September 2011. And even though it's not a brilliant car, but it was it's I'm surprised. I was surprised by it, you know. And I took the test drive. I thought, hang on, this car felt better than what my X3 does, guys. Felt better than my BMW. For some reason, I felt more comfortable in it. The steering was blob on. There's a couple of little things with it, as you'd expect from a car of that age, but nothing. It's got a brand new MOT on it, so you know. And I always check previous MOTs as well on vehicles I'm buying, just to see what previous issues it might have had. It had failed, and yeah, basically that's our yearly safety test we have in the UK. We call it an MOT. It's Ministry of Transport certificate, basically, and it's just to make sure that it's a yearly test that all vehicles over 3 years old in the UK has to have, and has to be done every year. So just to make sure it's fit for purpose, you know, it's fit to go on the road, basically. And it got lots of checks. No, it takes about an hour, £35 depending where you go, up to about 50, 60, like I said, depending where you go. And trouble is, a lot of these garages, they always find something wrong, don't they? Yeah. So I always check my vehicle. As you know, I do my own servicing, so I always check my vehicle before. I always check my lights. The lights and fluids, guys, check them, because that's the first thing. They'll try and charge you extra for it. Sometimes you get a light out or it's misaligned, they'll fail it just on that, you know. Your headlights are not level, you know, just check them. Put your lights on against the wall somewhere, you know. Make sure the lights are level, you know. It's not hard to do to level your lights out yourself. It's only a case of normally an Allen key or something, you know. And they'll fail it on stupid things like that, you know. Some of the things they come up with, it's absolutely ridiculous, you know. A lot of garages won't, if you've got a bulb out, say something like a stop lamp, you know, they won't change it for you. So you like put it, you know, you don't mind paying 10 quid, 15 quid if they do that for you to pass the test, but they'd rather fail it than you got to go buy a bulb off them, or wherever you prefer to go and buy a bulb from, then take it back, then get it rebooked in for the test. Yeah, or they find something wrong with the brakes or tyres or whatever, which is fair enough if it's genuine, you know. But yeah, so we got this i30, Hyundai i30. Really took me by surprise. Really clean inside. Lady owner. It's only had 2 owners. Lady owner was the previous owner, and it was okay. It's got pink car mats in it, or something like that, or yeah. But I don't mind. You know, I'm not bothered. It's only getting me today. It's getting to me work. It's getting to me. End of the day, I'm getting to work with it. That's what's counting it, guys. So yeah, it's doing the job at the moment. It's a diesel, 1.6 diesel. So very economical, a lot cheaper, and the road tax is only £35 a year. You know, my vehicle, my X3 is about £300, 305, £310 a year for that thing. So I'm thinking, hang on, there's nothing wrong with this car, this Hyundai. And it's even made me think, start looking at others for next year. I might get rid of the BMW once I've got it back on the road, so that's just staying there for now, because obviously I swapped the insurance over. It's a lot of hassle putting an extra car on your insurance and all that and blah blah blah, because you can only have no claims bonus on one vehicle. So I've transferred that over. That was easy to do. We've got some temporary, on Wednesday we've got some temporary car insurance cover, Wednesday to Saturday, so I sorted it out today, the insurance for it. So yeah, that's all legal and above board and all that. So great little car. Well surprised, guys. If you never tried a Hyundai or Hyundai, I suggest jump in one. It's like the i30 is like it's the competition for the Fiesta. Okay, it's not as fast as the Fiesta. You've got petrol versions and diesel versions, and it might not be as nice as inside as a Fiesta, but sorry guys, but I don't want a Ford, I don't want a Vauxhall. Everybody, you know, everyone's got them some sort of cars. Like I said, I want something different. And yeah, we had a look at the Mazdas and stuff like that. You know, I just wanted something different. But the Hyundai is a lovely little car, I must admit. Hey, I'm really surprised. Obviously, I've decided I'm gonna tart up the radio, as we say, or replace the radio. You know, I want to get a newer version, like a DAB. You know, iPlay or Apple Play, whatever you call it. you know, just an updated one, touchscreen and all that sort of thing, just to make it easy. Because I like the radio stations. I mean, the radio what's in it keeps cutting out for some reason, so I don't know what's going on there. I'll have to check the fuses when I get time. I'm only do that next weekend. Take next weekend off and give it a good go through. I've checked all the levels and everything on it. It's all fine. Tyres are fine. You know, brakes are fine. It's running great. No, touch wood, no issues at the moment. So that's where we are with the car, guys. I am looking, might even look at next year getting the what they call the Tucson, which is the an SUV version. Won't be brand new. I don't know whether I'm going to get it on HP or anything yet, because we'll sell the BM. We should get a good few grand for that still worth a good few grand. And obviously if we sell the one I got now, the i30, it's a little bit more money, all towards the a newer car, you know. I thought, yeah, really surprised me. So there's a few places I can go and have a little sit in one and check one out, turn it over. We have a place called Ford's of Winsford, which is like a dealership. You can go in there, you can part-ex your car and blah blah blah, which I'm not going to do because you never get the money what's worth, so I'll sell them privately. I'll go down there and I'm more likely, this is for next year now guys, I'm talking about May, June next year, you know, sort of summer. Go down there, have a look at a few, and because at least you can get the keys off them, you can try them out, you know, you can start them up, as long as you don't move them. You just play with all the buttons and see what it's like, see whether it fits you or not, whether you like the idea of it. And then even if you don't buy off them, it gives you the ideas to get them options, doesn't it? At least you can try. You know, you go to a dealer and I'm not very often, they're not too keen on your nosing and sitting, even if you're not going to buy, are they? They're in there, they just want people who are going to buy, so they won't let you go in. I don't think they like you. They don't like you sitting in cars and messing around, pressing buttons and stuff. But with the place, I guess I just mentioned, they do. You know, they welcome it. You can get 2 sets of keys at a time to go and have a wander around. They have about 1,500 cars in there, that dealership. But it's very handy, very handy. So if you're thinking of a car what you've never even been in before or never even thought about before, you know, Hyundai, give it a go, guys. I think you'd be pleasantly surprised, like I was. Right guys, that's it. I'm going to finish my cigar, or smoke a bit more of this. We're up at nearly sorry about that, a little bit of smoke going down the wrong way. Nearly 30 minutes already guys, so I wish you well. Enjoy the rest of your weekend guys, and I'll see you on the next Welsh's Waffle. Appreciate you joining me, each and every one of you. Wish you well, take care. Oh, one thing I forgot, I was on live last night with Mike and Steve from Bear and Miss Kathy. Steve had undergone a hernia surgery himself. He's recovering, so Steve, I wish you all the very best for your recovery. As you know, I went through the same sort of procedure 2 years ago, and I had it in my groin, so I know what you're going through, and I wish you well. Yeah, it's so good to hear from you guys, you guys. So Miss Kathy, I wish you well as well, and anybody else who's under the weather, recovering, I wish you all speedy recovery. Yeah, so it was great to see Steve pop on and pop in and pop out last night. So yeah, take care guys, all the best, get well soon everybody.